and Anu were like, we were sharing a practice space in Brooklyn, and we were just kind of like getting drunk, like, and hanging out, and like we just ended up like starting. I was writing some riffs, and she was just helping me record. And same thing with Ed. Like, I mean, he already has a negative plane, so he's really busy. But then, he heard the riffs I was coming up with, and he liked them a lot, and so.
Yeah, I was originally just gonna like maybe help out on a recording, but I did like the stuff she was coming up with so much that I saw a lot of potential. And this is something that's kind of newer for me, being involved in something that's all singing. So I listen to a lot of music and singing, so more than death and black metal, actually. So.
Difficult because every time we had it was really hard to explain to some guy that the lead vocals are like the drums. Most bands that do that are either just extremely professional, like Phil Collins, and or they're like metal bands that have like screaming, so it's a lot easier to project. But with the harmonies and everything, it's just really too intricate to have that and progressive drumming. So it was just too much because we always had feedback problems because of the effects, and all around it was just too much.
And we wanted to make it more like a theatrical thing, make it, like I said, as you can see, this is the perfect setting for us, fog, and we were able to add more elements to it to make it sound more like the album. She'll still be playing the drums on the albums, though.
Yeah.
Just for live, we have a live drummer, so that way we can just there's a lot more we can do.
Yeah, we're lucky to find Tooth. He's such a good person and great drummer, and we just have so much fun together and play.
There are actually 3 different sessions. They weren't recorded all at once.
No.
They were written. Each one was written and then recorded.
Yeah.
The next one was written and recorded, and the next one was written and recorded.
Yeah. It was pretty quick. Well, yeah, actually, it came together pretty quickly. Yeah.
Was it from we started maybe trying to record something like April, May, or
May.
Yeah, it was. I'd say September. Was when it was all finished.
Yeah, then we had
September 2010, that is.
I don't know. It was the first song ever. It was the first song written, and
we love that song. We probably play it live at least.
We just kind of forgot about it. I guess.
It's, but the story with the actual 7 inches, there was no room for it.
Yeah.
Dara from Invictus liked the demo, so he says, "Yeah, I want to put this out on the 7-inch with who's the other." Witch's Tones Records.
Yeah, Witch's Tones Records in Germany.
So we were going through the whole thing, and it was about to go, and then Dara messages us and says, "Hey, by the way, this can't. We have to cut out a song. There's not."
We didn't understand that a 7-inch meant 7 minutes on each side. It took us a minute to realize.
Yeah, we kind of didn't think it through. We were just, but we figured if we were going to cut out any song, we would cut that one out since it was the very first one. And we had kind of the songwriting had developed a little bit since then.
And it's a very long song too.
Yeah.
So you think it'll be only something that you guys live and not put on a record or anything?
Who knows?
It remains to be seen.
We just it's hard to plan these things out.
Yeah, we kind of do what we feel like. Whatever song.
If it feels right for the next album, maybe, but we'll see.
Well, the writing process is basically me and Ed. We do I either come up with a riff or come up with riffs, and we put everything together, and usually it takes a while for everything to come together, but we sometimes Ed will write the whole song and have all the riffs, and then we just come up with vocals, melodies, and lyrics, or sometimes like we'll mix and match riffs, you know. Or there's a couple songs that I wrote all the riffs for, and then the same thing. So yeah.
Yeah, it was and
Collaborative.
yeah, and then usually after the music's all done, then we come up with the lyrics. She writes most of the lyrics, and I throw in some lines every now and then too. We after we did the 7-inch, it was just Dara wanted to do a full length for us. He's from Invictus Productions, and he said, I need somebody in North America to do this because I don't have a distribution over there. So he just said, hey, which label do you guys want to have over there? And I don't know, we just did, Profound Lore looks like they're... Well, he gave a couple choices, and then we were just, he said Profound Lore would be a good one, so he contacted Chris for us. We didn't even talk to him or anything. So.
Wow.
But we now do talk to Chris from Profound Lore, and he's actually really, really good. He's been very, very helpful for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually we got money for the recording and everything. We've been treated really well. We were kind of on the fence about having the bonus track on the CD because we really wanted to. We wanted the album to have a certain significant length. We wanted it to be 7 tracks. The numbers were really important. For the vinyl, it was a little bit of a different format. So, and then it took us a little while, but then we said, you know what, why don't we record this on there? Originally, we're not even going to put that on anything. Just maybe do it for ourselves.
Yeah, basically it's like the artist is Dilek Baikara, and she's amazing. The concept was basically based on the cover of a book, a Polish book from the Middle Ages. That was the basis of it, and we wanted to mix in like our inspiration from Gothic architecture, like and we had recently we were in Europe for a while, so we had taken a lot of pictures of cathedrals and on the outside and the inside. So we wanted to kind of tie in the intricate symbolism of that, because I feel like a lot of our songs have also that same symbolism. So we wanted to kind of make it reflect the music as much as possible. A lot of details.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Dilek Baikara.
Yes.
We had some photos. We actually took some real photos of some cemeteries and some, on the back there's the Rose of the Apocalypse that you see in all the cathedrals and everything. So we actually wanted her to have a drawing of these things instead, make it a little more interesting.
We don't really want to it's very personal and very
It's actually, what we could say is that it's actually the number 37.
Yeah.
It's actually that particular number.
And the number 137 as well.
There's if you notice, if you notice them, the lyrics, they always come to that combination.
Yeah.
And then that probably would make a little bit more sense. You actually look at the length of the album too. So, yeah, we kind of don't usually like to say too much about it. Just kind of leave it to the imagination. Interpretation.
Maybe somebody else has had an experience with those numbers. Who knows? Yeah. Where to start? Black Hole.
Them definitely. Black Hole.
King Crimson.
Black Sabbath, of course, especially the first album.
Yeah, especially the first one.
Merciful Fate.
Death SS.
Death SS. A lot of Italian doom.
Yeah, definitely the Italian stuff
Yeah.
we're very into.
Yeah.
Mortuary Grave.
Yeah.
If you could give me one band that I should check out, who would it be?
Black Hole.
Black Hole.
Black Hole.
Yeah.
Where are they from?
Italy. They're from the 80s, but they sound like they're from the 70s. And they're just amazing.
Pretty much, they only seem to get recognition just in the last maybe 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Have they been around since the early 80s or?
They were around. Well, they're not anymore. They broke up, but they have an album called Land of Mystery that was recently reissued on vinyl, and also their demos have just been reissued. It's really amazing stuff. Yeah.
This is just, a lot of us were raised around this type of imagery, and I always thought stained glass was very fascinating. Gothic cathedrals are just very imposing structures, and there's such power emanating from that stuff.
Yeah, and just the work the workmanship put into it to each, especially a lot of the ones that we checked out in Europe, in France. I grew up in France, so we had amazing churches and just you know, I guess it's mesmerizing. It's like, you know, the amount of work, and sometimes, you know, even though these churches, you know, are intended for like, you know, God and all that, it feels almost like, especially the French ones, it feels like they're almost like evil, you know, like especially the imagery that they project and all that. Yeah.